Okay, listen carefully. Along with the course of times, men are successful in developing science and technology. They succeed in creating many kinds of electronic devices which enable them to communicate in spite of the long distance by using telephones. For example, a person who lived in Indonesia is able to talk to another person who lives in a remote area in the United States of America. Besides, people can also use computers, CB, citizen bands, handy talkies, intercoms, and so on to communicate. The communications done with these devices is called two ways communication, which means that they can both talk and listen to one another.
Along with the course of time, men are successful in developing science and technology. They
Succeed.
succeed in creating many types of electronic device which enable them to communicate in spite of the long distance by using a telephone. For example, a person living in Indonesia is able to help a person who lives in a remote area in the United States of America. Besides, people can also use computers, CB, citizen bands, handy-talkies, intercoms, and so on to communicate. The communication done with this device is called two-way communication, which means that they can both talk and listen to one another.
The news on what happens in the other parts of the world can also be listened to everywhere through the radio or watched through television. Radios and televisions seem to be more and more needed that almost every family has them. The communications done with these devices is called one-way communication. This means that the listener or the watchers cannot only listen to the sounds or watch the picture, they cannot talk through the devices.
The news on what happens in the other parts of the world can also be listened to everywhere through the radio or watched through television. Radios and televisions seem to be more and more needed that almost every family has them. The communication done with this device is called one-way communication. This means that the listener or the watchers can only can only can on,
Can only
can
listen
only
to.
listen to the sound or watch the pictures. They cannot talk through the device.